Hello, I'm Anne-Marie from Vision. Vision is a mental health charity that supports young people across Cheshire East. We support and empower young people so that they can improve their mental health to feel resilient and able to cope with their everyday life. When you first contact Vision, either through the phone or by email, you will be offered an open access. This is a space for you to talk. It's informal and takes place with one of our counsellors or mentors, and these take place mostly on the phone. So what happens when you have an open access? You'll be given a time and you'll be called from a member of our team. We will explain about what you say to us is confidential, and I always say that it's like a get to know you session, and I will ask you some questions that you might think, why is she asking me that? I always say it's, you tell me as much information about you so I can help. You can attend the open access with a parent or guardian or on your own. You can be on a loudspeaker with your parent and guardian so that they can support you. We will ask you who you live with, where you go to school, if you sleep okay, eat okay, or take any medications. We also ask you what you do for fun and what makes you laugh. Some of the most common problems that we see around school, especially after holidays, around exam assessment times and changing schools, or after you've started going to a new one. What do we get asked in these open accesses? I feel very anxious. I don't want to go to school. I have no friends. I feel ill when I'm at school. How do I cope with school? I hate school. I have too much pressure at school. Let's look at those questions. So it's very normal to feel anxious at school, especially if you've had a long break. We are creatures of habit and we love routine. So when we've been out of routine, bedtime or daily, getting back into one can feel quite a struggle. We may be struggling with the enormity of school, the noise, the busyness, the timetable and keeping up with the work. It's okay to feel like this. To help with how we're feeling, we can address all these problems individually. Let's look at the noise and busyness of school. We know we can't change it, but speaking to someone at school, a pastoral lead, your form tutor or a friend, about how you're feeling can help. They can help you put alternative things into place. If you're scared of talking to a teacher, you can email them. They understand that school can be a daunting place and they will support you. Some schools do time-out cards or classroom passes. These can help you to have a break from the classroom when it feels too much. Remember, it's okay to feel like this. When we return to school after a break, we may worry about finding the classroom and getting to a classroom on time. You could plan ahead with a map of your school so that you can see where you need to be as the day goes on. Plan your route or remember who is helpful and friendly in your class that you could walk with. I don't want to go to school. I hate it. What do you hate and why don't you want to go? Is it because of a certain teacher or a certain person? Or is it just school? Find the positives about school. Do they do certain foods that you like on a certain day in the canteen? Who makes you laugh? Is it a place to be with your friends? Look for the positives. I love stationery, so maybe have a nice pencil case, nice pens, pencils, maybe a pencil that has a positive affirmation written on it. Keep something special with you that reminds you of home. You can keep that in your bag or in your pocket. Lots of people carry fiddle toys. These can help to distract our brain when we are struggling. I have no friends. Is this completely true? Or is it that you just haven't made any good friends? Or is it that you just don't know anybody? Is this the case? If this is the case, why not join a school club or a lunchtime or after school club? If you sit by someone and you don't know them, you could offer to share some sweets or ask them a simple question about themselves. They might be feeling really anxious too. If it is the case that you are falling out with all of your friends, and we know this happens and it does happen, and you feel very alone, especially if they're being horrible to you, talk to your head of year, talk to your form teacher. Maybe you could move classes. They will help you to find a solution to the problem. Feeling ill, I feel ill at school. Feeling ill could be your anxiety, making you feel unwell. Remember when you were little and your mummy would say you've got butterflies in your tummy? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the anxiety. Because anxiety can make us feel sick, can make our stomach churn, make our hearts feel fluttery, give us headaches, and can make us feel hot and cold. This is just our body's way of letting us know that something isn't right. So if you're feeling physical symptoms, you can look at the things that are causing the anxiety and help to stop them. I have too much work. It's too stressful. There's too much homework. Do you? Or do you just need some help in becoming more organised so that you can cope with your schoolwork? Looking at routine at home, do you need to put a specific time in place into your evening to do your schoolwork? Timetable it in at home like you do at school. Maybe do it before, after your evening meal, but get it done the same time each day. If you have a paper journal from school or an online system to do your homework, then take the work that you have to do and plan it out. Routine helps everywhere. You may struggle to sleep, so you may need help with this. We can look at setting up a new sleep routine before bed. Start planning the hour before you go to bed with good habits. Getting ready for bed, turning technology off or limiting your access. Setting a daily bedtime routine, write everything down for your evening. Pack your bag the night before. Every night at the same time, do exactly the same thing. If you want to go to sleep at 10 p.m, start this routine at 9 p.m. Have a milky drink. Have a bath, get into your pyjamas, clean your teeth, get into bed and switch technology off. I'm not daft and I know it's not easy to switch our technology off, but maybe just put it to one side. Maybe read a book and do some calm breathing before you go to sleep. Think of good memories before sleep, things that really make you feel happy, or think of 3 positive things that could have happened in your day. Going to sleep with happy thoughts helps us to sleep better. I'm going to a new school. Going to a new school, whether this is going from primary to high school, or whether you've moved house, or whether you're just moving schools, it can feel very daunting and, let's be honest, really scary. But it's okay. You wouldn't feel nervous. I remember my first day at high school. Talk to other people, parents, grandparents, older siblings. Ask them how they felt. I'm sure they will have a funny story to describe their nerves. I have an uncle who was 92, so he went to school a very, very long time ago. And when he had to go to high school, he didn't want to go to the school he was being sent to. He wanted to go to the school with his brothers. So he did. And nobody discovered that he was going to the wrong school for over 6 weeks. So lots of people have funny stories, and we've all been there. We've all done moving school. Remember, you won't be the only new person. Make sure you know where you are going on your first day. Your parents or guardians will have been told exactly where you have to go. Make sure your uniform and everything is ready, so you don't have anything extra to worry about on your first day. Maybe do a trial run of your school run so you know how to get there. But remember, you will need extra time once the school traffic is back. Talk to an adult about your worries. They can help. Going to a new school will mean meeting new people and discovering lots of new subjects. These are all positives and can be very exciting. Think about all the positives that are going to come with this new school move and focus on them when you begin panicking. Some techniques that can help when we are feeling is calm breathing. And there are lots of different ways to help. But my favourite is hand breathing, as we've always got our hands with us. And this breathing can be done discreetly without anyone realising you're doing it. So if you take your hand and you take your finger, and all we do is we breathe in as we go up and we breathe down. We breathe in and we breathe down. We breathe in and we breathe out. We breathe in and we breathe out. We breathe in and we breathe out. You can do this wherever. You can do it discreetly under your desk. You can do it sitting on the bus, sitting in the car, even at lunchtime under the tables in the canteen. Just your hand and just your finger. Remember, it's okay to feel anxious. It's normal. It's just our brains making us aware that something different is happening. And we need to be alert for anything that might happen. It's very clever, really. And when we are more alert, this can be actually really helpful, as we always perform better. Think of your favourite athlete, musician. They all have anxiety before a big race or before performing. It helps them to be their best, and it can help you too. Good luck with your new schools. Good luck with going back to school.